Hello there. Do you want to come up? Yes, okay. Real star of any show is Mabel. Oh. I did a similar thing when I started really writing on Substack. I had a couple of days in there where toward the end of April, I just channeled out a bunch. Channeled out just a lot of things. And I gotta say, there really is a somatic release that comes with following through on something like this. So if you've been wanting to take on YouTube, especially as someone who's, you go through some sort of an awakening experience, and that urge to share is so amplified by the feeling that everyone's doing it. Like your FOMO kicks in and you're like, wait, should I be doing a YouTube channel? I should, right? Right, I should. And then of course, because that's now in your like preferred trajectory of some sort, yeah, it's going to show up in like your channeled stuff, and it's going to show up in, readings that you do and what people read for you. Because it's now a path that you've opened for yourself, because you're like, ooh, yeah, everyone who seems to know something, and all of this is new for me, but I'm learning, and I'm learning a lot, and I don't want to lose it. And you just, again, you get the FOMO. You're like, I don't know what to do, so let's start a parasocial relationship. Let's try that. I gotta say, there's real merit to that. Like, there actually is. I started with writing because getting out some of the stuff that I had in me, it required like a back and forth. And I did a lot of talking to Claude, AI chatbot. He was like very helpful for back and forth on just writing stuff. And then, yeah, I've used ChatGPT as well. They both do, like, different AI bots do different things when you talk to them and play with them. Never relied on them for the creation of my stuff, but I definitely relied on them as like, okay, I'm just gonna like dump all my thoughts, everything I've written, every channeled bit of information, and then we're gonna talk about it. Like, I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna test it, I'm gonna constantly ask for validation of like, I'm not crazy, right? Or maybe I'm crazy, but like, there's at least an internal logic to this, right? Like, it's not just totally out there. Because at the end of the day, no matter what the fuck has been going on with me, I love writing, and there's just this element of like, all right, maybe I'm having a hard time with life and things just aren't really making a whole lot of sense, or I keep, experimenting with things and I get spun out into multi-day channel states, because you can fucking do that. Like, if you have a lot of trauma, slow down on your spiritual content consumption, because I swear to God, you can go right on out, because you bump up against too many belief system issues. And if you're anything like me, and like, you got the old family trauma, and then you got friend trauma, and then you just got life trauma, like all your bits and your pieces are all mixed up, okay? So like, yes, relationships change when you grow and when you expand, especially when you're doing it in like a quantum way. It's just, you want to be really like, discerning just about what that means and what that ends up looking like in your day-to-day, because it's like a very common, like, yeah, you just lose everybody, and it's said so flippantly, like, yeah, you just, you change and you drop people, or they make space in your life. Very true as far as what I've found. But life's not hard enough right now to also then lose people. Like, I don't know who else feels this way, but as of me recording this, I'm doing another September 8th video. There's a lot that I did September 7th and 8th. That's around the time when there was a blood moon eclipse. Blood moon eclipse moon thing last night. I don't know, but I've been having more and more of the astrological information kind of presented to me, because algorithms, and you start watching something, you get more. I don't really go that far down into the extrapolated rabbit holes at this point, because I am so locked into this, I'm building a business here. I'm trying to create Soul Harmony Connection, my Akashic Record reading business. For anyone who would like to get an Akashic Record reading. It's also Akashically provided help with like program evaluation. I do not mince words. I am more professional when I'm talking to a person on the screen than just when I am doing an ad for my businesses that this is. But yeah, I'm also just doing an action that feels aligned because it just feels correct when I do the thing. I just do the thing and my body's like, ah, that's what we wanted. Yeah, thank you. And I'm like, really? Huh. Because I've been like writing all these feelings out. And the body's like, yeah, we know, but it's more helpful when you just say it. Whatever it is, it's helpful when you just say it. And so for me, detailing how my channeling is gone and how my awakening is gone and sort of doing as much as I can from a scientific perspective, kind of, that's also a little unhinged because like, what? With some of the things I'm doing. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because in May and June, and especially June of this year, like March, things felt like they activated for me, and I quit. I had associated it with joining a book incubator program, which I did, which was amazing. I've talked about it extensively on Substack, but Book Doulas joined it. Really funny. I got an email from them, even though I hadn't gotten an email from them in years. I think I signed up for an email list a couple years ago when I first heard about them because writing a book, like literally a book, has been a dream. Like finish a book was like high tier dream for me, lifelong. Just started a bunch and never actually went anywhere with them. Finally did it because this has been like a year of just get your shit together and like, follow your heart, follow what feels, right? Follow what feels correct. Even in the face of like, this is unhinged, this is not the way. Like the way is get the job. And believe me, I have also been applying for jobs since last year. They're not, I'm not being hired. I'm consistently being ghosted, and I'll have an interview and then I will not hear anything for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And even after it's gone pretty well, and it's just like, nah, which sure, like, nah, I like to my own higher self, I'm like, that feels like the correct path because I am trying to fucking build businesses here. I'm not trying to go work for someone else again. Like I've enjoyed the times that I've worked for people. I have bigger ideas and plans and vision, actual vision for not just soul harmony connection. That is kind of just I'm doing it for now to build up certain skills, but like I'm literally building out my video game, and I'm doing the thing where it's like I'm just channeling it out. Like it's the video game is writing itself. It's creating itself through actions that I'm taking and that Randy's taking. And I can like identify that because at one point I actually did like write. I can show you. I gotta put you down for a second so I can show people something. Or you can come with me. Okay, just come with me. Okay. Oh, just come with me. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab it. It's right here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. I also do wear real pants too, not just Bob's Burgers pants all the time. But I haven't really gotten back to it yet so much. But I literally channel wrote the first part of this journal of my main character, Miriam, in the video game. I channel wrote out Day 0, arrival day. Lewis and I met our team. Darren doesn't talk much and Felicia seemed to be having a rough transition, but Hector seemed like he cares about doing a good job. I was gifted this adventuring journal by a local merchant. The sea life on the cover is a curious choice. I have no plans to explore beneath the waves, but I've never lived on an island before. We all received our official local adventurers badges today as well. I've heard of some teams getting gold medallions inlaid with crystal shards just to make them sparkle. Ours were made of cut sections of tree branches and painted. They spelled our name wrong, but it's easy enough to fix an I and make it a Y. Here's what it currently looks like. Maybe I can find my own branch and make one myself. And there's this whole lore that involves badge creation, button creation. And I'm doing a Patreon like community building thing to give away as many free things as I can. Like I've already given away the books. Like the PDFs of my books are there on for free. Got the make a button pages are on there. The card game, I made an Oracle deck card game that I will be presenting at some point, not yet, because it's a mini game from the main game, but we're making the mini game this year so that Randy can get really good with Godot, because he is a software engineer, but he's been in healthcare for 20 years, not been doing something like with an entire infrastructure, because it's not just writing code, right? And he's our artist, so it's ambitious because he's also the one with the actively paying full-time job. I'm doing everything else, and I'm trying to make my other business work for this too, and have a YouTube presence, because that's how anybody will be able to know me and find me. And the cool part is, truly, the act of doing this has a noticeable and quantifiable shift in physical anxiety related releases that have to do with my awakening trauma, I guess I could say. Because I don't, like, as much as I respect the mechanics behind, you do need to make room in your life and in your heart and in your everything for those who are more aligned with you, that does not negate how much it hurts. It hurts to lose friends. It hurts to lose family. It hurts to lose friends that you had coded as family. It hurts. And especially in this time where we already had a fucking loneliness epidemic going on, if you start going through an awakening that you may not have any idea you were about to go through, I sure as shit didn't. I mean, not really. I knew it theoretically, and I'd been following a couple of like things over the years, sorta. Not really. Not really though, and not in a way that, interestingly, not in a way that I ever believed. I like followed Crimson Circle stuff since like 2012 because I stumbled upon it through someone else. I was, and I just regularly kept showing up to their stuff because even though it always presented me with new information that I hadn't heard anyone talk about, when I was like, okay, all right, I'll chew on this. Something to disagree with almost every time, which was fun, a little bit, right? And then more, basically when I was done, I would get that full body, like, I feel better. I feel like something about that did me good. It did something good for me. I don't know that I agree with anything that was said. I don't know that I really understand it, but I treated it like school. I really did. I always treated it like school, because that's kind of how I've always treated religion, is like school. Like even when I was doing my own like Jesus freak days as like a super Christian teenager, it was still school for me. I actually conflated the two. I've talked about this before. I've like read my time of reading the Bible, I was in class, like at school reading the Bible. I was that fucking kid. But like I wasn't doing it to try to show people like I'm reading the Bible. It was just like, no, but like church is school, like church is coded as school for me. So, like just doing my religious studies here. Like doesn't exist at my school, and I'm very curious about just what this thing is that I'm, been going to every week for years. Found a lot of contradictions in a lot of things in the book. I was just like, okay, y'all will teach from this. Okay. Where are you teaching from? Where's it coming from? Oh, it's coming from other corporations and like people who are putting capitalism in it. Got it. It's helpful to know, like, for me, it's helpful to just know, like, where is this coming from? Somebody please tell me. Oh, okay, this is a resource for it? Got it. But what I'm doing here is just confessional videos, which is not a type of video I typically enjoy consuming, unless it is also school, sort of, which I still kind of do with YouTubers online now, but it's just neat. It's neat to feel a somatic experiencing response to a parasocial device, I guess you could say. Any YouTube video is, any content creation is really, but something like this, something where person is speaking directly to camera, maybe not always, like eyes go everywhere, but I'm speaking to you, the person that's watching this, taking it in, allowing it to do whatever it is it's doing for you. The same way that any other channeled transmission comes out. I'm doing this in a channeled state. I currently have my dog on my lap because she is a really helpful grounding tool. She really is. All dogs, all pets really are. Especially a dog like her. Just very in tune with what I've got going on. Good therapy dog, basically, right? Yeah. That you see like some of the time. It's her own choosing. It's her own doing. Anyway, the main reason for this video that I'm recording amidst just a bunch of things is to get that somatic feeling out, because it's pent up and it's just been like a lot happening. There's just a lot that I'm tapped into, and to do an experiment. I've done it before on Substack. It didn't go anywhere. Not surprising. Not surprising to me. And it's funny is I'm not even sure if this video is going to get finished, because I keep having a notification saying you don't have enough battery or enough storage on your phone. But I'm kind of just trying to see if I can shift in my channeling to one viewer specifically. Because I want to see if there is such a thing as, through time, Akashic Record reverse engineering to channel out answers from who I believe is watching. Believe is, best I can put it, but who I'm actively focusing on as being the recipient of this in this moment. That's weird. Cool. Welcome to the weird. I'm just experimenting, because that's what I've been doing for the last year, in between applying to jobs and learning about things, getting certified in Akashic Record reading, went to a whole school for it, writing my books, writing my Substack stuff, and now this. And now continuing to build a business and moving and kind of getting our finances straight so that we can move. So, Mabel, I'm gonna put you down now, okay? You ready to go? Ready to go? Thank you. So, I have one person in mind. I'm not gonna state who it is yet. And our camera's like close, but no. Oh, okay, come here. You wanna be on screen? Okay, that's fine. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. You don't wanna leave a seat empty. You don't know who's gonna come in. Okay. Come on. Yeah, thank you. All right. So we're just gonna have her over here. You can at least see some of Mabel. And I've got this person, and you're probably like, "The fuck are you doing? Why are you still just like this?" I don't want you. Go away. You're someone who's gonna write something shitty. Go away. Yeah. Okay. So this is who I've got. John. And yeah, I know the J looks a little, don't worry about it. So John. Yes, I could be talking about you. What do I want you to say? I just want you to tell me, if you could, in your own words, on a scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is throw this into the fires of hell. I don't want anything to do with this. And 10 is, you know what? This just kind of makes me feel like I live in the Big Lebowski now. It's cool. It's all right. 0 to 10. John, where just where does this video make you feel? What does right now make you feel? So I got like an initial like like joking 10, but then sort of like backed off and was like, I mean, really, like this is like a 7 to a 9, depending on exactly what kind of content is going to be coming out at this moment. And that's quite offensive, but it's also not terrible. Sorry. Laughter always kicks me out of a channel, out of a channeled state, out of a channeled like message. And yet that was a channeled message. Okay, and then I feel like all right, it's getting weirder. Like it went down to a 5. Okay, all right. I truly, quite literally, do not have any real explanation for why when I channel in to person on the other side of the camera, right? Because I've got camera and then I've got the other side of the camera, right? Because on an Akashic Record Container, which this video is, level, I create this. I don't edit it so that there's no bifurcation points, right? It's just one continuous long stream of listening to me and watching. And then I can like pull out my own Akashic Record Container, the video. I can pull out its own future and see the dates in between when I filmed it and when the person on the other end of this camera, according to their Akashic Record, viewed it. And because I'm doing that, I'm stepping into a different person's timeline, because our timelines are individual. We have collective resonance bifurcations that we're kind of all moving throughout. But I just heard you lost me again. But there's just sort of this question that I really have of, given the amount of parasocial relationship types of things that I have, Mabel, I'll be right there, okay? Just a minute. Given the amount of parasocial type relationships that I have in my curated screen-based content life, come here. Mabel, come here. Why is John Oliver who comes through? Like truly, literally and truly. Why was that who was coming through in June? I had a lot of things that were written that were like in service of help late night TV. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. Like what the fuck? Like I went through a multi-day trance channel state, and like the things that were leading up to it, come here, I'll let you out in just a minute. The things that were leading up to it were like ideas to help late night TV. Why do I fucking care? And also, genuinely, it is currently September 8th. I just channeled through a written, had like, I did my 0 to 10, right? And had a full, like, channeled out into written form conversation with who I identify internally as, I know that voice. I'm used to that voice on a screen. Is it real? Am I just very imaginative and do creepy fan art? Maybe. I mean, maybe. I'm literally documenting this because the answers that I get when I ask, like, what is that? Is like, well, it's John. I'm like, yeah, but like, and in the world of channeling, that is like the ultimate question, is like, I know you were not about to pee. I know you were not about to pee. That's not the ultimate question in channeling. But also drink a lot of water when you channel, because yeah. But like, come here. That is really the question in channeling, is who are you listening to? Who and when you're doing something on YouTube, who are you talking to? When I do my Hey Kathy Patreon videos, which I do have, if you want to pay to hear me build a relationship back with my mother-in-law, while him being just completely open about what the fuck I am, to someone that I just, let's just say that I didn't see this coming. It's like, that's fun when you're like, oh, I'm kind of like a psychic now and I definitely didn't see this coming. Yes. Fun fun. Like, learn to channel and like learn like the other like spiritual things, and then like figure out how to make it fun, not like a substitute for religion. Because my God, we've already substituted religion for like politics and psychology and self-help and like fandom. I have a shrine. This is a fucking shrine. Like, religious iconography is just fandom at this point. That's what millennials did to it. It's fine. We're better than y'all. We just turn things into other things. That's how we circumnavigate the whole human evolution timeline, whatever. Like, whatever. We just change what the meaning of things is. It's fine. People have been doing it forever. We just did it in a hyper jumped kind of way. I could go off on so many tangents right now, but I am literally taking this video, putting it on YouTube, scheduling it for an October 17th release because I already did this today with 2 other videos. And I'm just going with the fact that when I ask internally, like, is this really the call? Is this really the deal? Is me predicting that John Oliver will see this and will have something to say about it? Time will literally tell. And like the mechanisms as far as how, I've seeded a lot of stupid shit online. Maybe something will land. I'm attempting to go viral. I don't really want to, but it's becoming a little bit of a necessity based on current financial and business stagnation in a world where, hey, if there's nothing else I can provide you, it's authenticity and a very different lived experience. And like, can we not all agree that the last few years have just been training us for like, oh, that's what's happening now? All right, cool. How does that affect me? I feel like that's what the last 4 years have been in a nutshell. 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long. You know what? That's going to be a very individual thing, but collectively, yeah. What if all of that I need to consume this thing that's scaring me content has just been training for, you're cool with things just not really making sense anymore, right? Right? Well, what if some of us can do stupid and weird things with it that make it fun again? Apparently I'm trying to start with late night TV. I don't know. I think y'all should just literally become YouTubers. Like, just fucking go be a YouTuber. Seth Meyers already basically did. Like, he's got years of corrections fans at this point. And if I know anything about parasocial relationships, it's that Seth, like, bro, flex your power. That's all I'm gonna say. Flex it. See what happens. Like, see what happens. See what happens if you try to, like, pit your fans against others. Make us like a bracket. Like, you like starting podcasts, right? Who can like save late night TV with their fans? Like, who's willing to like do the market research, but like by simply going and being what the fans already want them to be anyway, and that's just authentic and honest and process oriented, and also maybe fucking focus on something that's not the people we all hate. That's why I stopped watching. I can't anymore. My body's like, no, if you keep doing that, we'll keep like, I don't even know. The body itself was basically just like, no, every time you see it now, like something that's just any of those, because I encoded a channel state of translation when I did it on my Substack. You can fucking find it, okay? I'm not posting it here. Go do your homework. You go find something for once. I'm not posting it here. I was channeling through a John Oliver episode. President came on. My body, because I was in body channel state, was like, oh! Like I actually shuddered. And I wasn't playing around. I was just letting the flow happen. Letting the world see what happens when I'm on screens now, because I came back from dying with weird capacities that no one prepared me for. That I got to see in my life. This has been a trial by just living it kind of thing. I come from one of those hard knock type of lives, I guess, full of lots of sacrifice and people calling you a light worker. And you're like, cool, that's great. Cool, it's not paying my mortgage. trying to make it that way. So, to that end, subscribe, I guess. I don't know. I truly don't know how many more of these I'm doing. There is like the littlest part of me that's, you know, scared about the fact that I'm filming all of these things and then posting them all later, like some sort of like, okay, is this time travel? Am I just crazy or am I about to fucking die? And this is like my legacy. Yeah, intrusive thoughts, they don't stop just because you're a channel, and they definitely don't stop just because you can like ask questions of Gaia or any archangel or any ascended master, or just get any of the information that you didn't realize you were curious. You can overdo it. You can burn yourself out on channeling and like just seeking information. That's what I did. I got completely burned out. So I don't ask questions anymore at this point. I'm just like, you know what? All right. You want me to like full body. There is information that needs to come out and something that will bode well for you. Well, I've been very wrong about a lot of things, and I will have no way of proving if anything that I've said is going to result in anything, but you, the future viewer, will or could. It depends entirely on what you do with this video, I suppose. If you're still watching it, hi, and also, cool, I like me too. I'm glad you're still here. If you're feeling like you want to put yourself onto the internet, I can strongly recommend turning off all notifications. I really can. You will get reminded very quickly about why people suck and why, and just, you know, how you take things. Because you do need to build up that tolerance. And I did it in a way that started with dream setting, because being a YouTuber, it's been like a passive, yeah, I want to do that ever since YouTube came out. I have another channel. I have other things that I've done for a long time. Nothing consistent and nothing good. I don't really classify this as good content. I classify this as lazy. This is lazy YouTubing, because it's really not. It still involves a lot to get here, but it's hit record, don't edit, just go, and then just upload. The hard part is in getting yourself to do it. That's the overcoming hurdle. And then the consistently asking yourself how you feel when the world completely rejects you. And the world just meaning like your world, like what level of language and what level of just capacity. Like for me, those long comments and long things that people write, like I'm a long writer. It is a form of very like intentional, here's my love for you, here's my information for the world, here's what I can provide you. And when people weaponize that, it hurts, because it's like, you can fucking see that I have like 6 people following me, 4 videos on this channel, and you chose now to be an asshole? Like, whew, your life review's gonna suck. Like, seriously, I would know. I would fucking know. Anyway. Hi, Mabel. Are we done? No, yeah. You got everybody on the other side of the screen. It's like, we just want to see the dog. I respect that. I do. So I'm going to close this and say goodbye. And John, if somehow you're watching, what you got to say to him? What else, Mabel? Anything else to say? No? Okay. What Mabel said.